Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alex, and today we are going to talk about one of my favorite topics, semen retention. So, why is it so important to retain your seed? It has been known for thousands and thousands of years that when you ejaculate, you lose a lot of vital energy. And not only this, but you also lose a lot of health benefits, and you lose a lot of potential. This happens because when you ejaculate, you're releasing all of these things out of your body. You're releasing zinc, you're releasing calcium, you're releasing amino acids and proteins. All of this is released when you ejaculate. And in this video, I want to share with you 6 reasons why every single center citizen should start practicing semen retention. Let's go. No. 1. When you practice semen retention, you will become more confident in yourself. You see, there is something called auto-confidence. So when you don't ejaculate, you automatically become more confident. I've experienced this myself. I used to struggle with beating my meat all the time, and I felt very insecure. But ever since I started retaining my seed, I noticed that I was feeling way more confident and way better about myself. The reason this happens is because when you don't ejaculate, you keep all the confidence inside of you. You keep all the energy inside of you instead of releasing it outside of your body. There's also studies that support this claim. For example, there was a study in which they took a group of men and they made them ejaculate every day for a month. And then they took another group of men and they told them to practice semen retention. At the end of the month, they measured their testosterone levels, they measured their confidence levels, and what they found out was that the group of men that practiced semen retention had higher levels of confidence and higher levels of testosterone. So, if you want to be more confident and feel better about yourself, then you need to start retaining your seed. No. 2. More focus. Another benefit of semen retention is that you become way more focused. You see, when you ejaculate, you release a lot of dopamine and serotonin. These are feel-good hormones. And when you release these hormones, you feel good, but at the same time, it depletes your brain of these hormones. This makes it harder for you to focus and concentrate. On the other hand, when you practice semen retention, where you're re-keeping all of these hormones inside of you, and this makes you feel good, and it also makes it easier for you to focus and concentrate. In fact, there was a recent study that found that men who abstained from ejaculation were able to focus better and had higher levels of concentration than those who ejaculated frequently. No. 3. You will be smarter. Another amazing benefit of semen retention is that you will become smarter. So how does this even work? Well, when you ejaculate, you lose a lot of vital nutrients such as zinc, magnesium, and calcium. Zinc, as you probably already know, is a very important mineral for the brain. It helps with memory, learning, and concentration. Magnesium is also very important for the brain as it helps with sleep and relaxation. Calcium is important for many things, but when it comes to the brain, it helps with learning and memory. All of these things are lost when you ejaculate, which can lead to a decrease in intelligence. However, when you practice semen retention, you keep all of these nutrients inside of you, and this allows you to be smarter, more mentally alert, and improves your memory. Number 4. Increased creativity. Semen retention also increases your creativity. So how does this even work? Well, when you ejaculate, you release a lot of stress. You may not feel like you are stressed when you are beating your meat, but in reality, you are putting your body under a lot of stress. This stress actually blocks your creative thinking. However, when you practice semen retention, you're re-keeping all of this stress inside of you, and this allows you to think more clearly and more creatively. In fact, there was a study that found that men who abstained from ejaculation were able to come up with more creative solutions to problems than those who ejaculated frequently. No. 5. More energy. Another great benefit of semen retention is that you will have more energy. So how does this work? Well, when you ejaculate, you release a lot of energy. You may not feel like you're releasing a lot of energy, but in reality, you are. This is why you often feel tired or lazy after ejaculating. However, when you practice semen retention, you're re-keeping all of this energy inside of you, and this allows you to have more energy throughout the day. In fact, there was a study that found that men who abstained from ejaculation had higher levels of energy than those who ejaculated frequently. Number 6. Healthier prostate. Last but not least, semen retention is also good for your prostate. So, how does this work? Well, when you ejaculate, you put a lot of pressure on your prostate. This pressure can cause inflammation and pain in your prostate. However, when you practice semen retention, you avoid putting pressure on your prostate, and this can help reduce inflammation and pain. In fact, there was a study that found that men who ejaculated frequently had a higher risk of developing prostate cancer than those who did not. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. What if I can't control myself? What if I can't stop ejaculating? Don't worry, it's not as hard as it seems. In fact, it's really simple. All you need to do is just be aware of your thoughts and be aware of your urges. When you feel the urge to ejaculate, just ignore it. It will go away. Trust me, it will go away. If you practice this enough times, eventually it will become second nature to you and you will be able to control your ejaculation. Another thing that you can do is drink more water. Drinking water will help flush out toxins from your body, and this will make it easier for you to control your ejaculation. You should also eat healthy foods, such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. These foods will provide you with the nutrients you need to stay healthy, and they will also help you control your ejaculation. If you want some extra help, there are also some supplements that can help you control your ejaculation. One supplement that has been shown to be effective is called L-tryptophan. L-tryptophan is an amino acid that is used to make serotonin. Serotonin is a hormone that helps regulate ejaculation. Another supplement that has been shown to be effective is called zinc. Zinc is a mineral that is needed to make semen. Zinc also helps regulate testosterone levels. Testosterone is a hormone that is needed for ejaculation. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. As men grow older, health, vitality, and energy become some of the most valued aspects of life. Yet they are also the ones that tend to decline naturally with age. For senior citizens, semen retention offers a path that is often overlooked but deeply transformative. Semen retention is more than just holding back from sexual release. It is about redirecting and preserving one's life energy to strengthen the body, sharpen the mind, and elevate the spirit. In later stages of life, when the body is naturally slowing down, this practice has been reported to help seniors conserve energy, reduce fatigue, and maintain a sense of youthful vigor. Instead of seeing aging as a downward slope, semen retention gives men an opportunity to approach senior years with renewed strength, purpose, and clarity. It encourages discipline, mindfulness, and a lifestyle centered on health and longevity rather than momentary pleasures. For seniors who want to feel more alive, more in control, and more capable in their daily lives, this practice can become a foundation for real transformation. One of the greatest benefits semen retention brings to senior citizens is the preservation of vital energy, a condensed form of vitality that fuels both the body and the mind. When this energy is constantly released without purpose, it is believed that the body becomes weaker and recovery takes longer, which can be especially challenging for older men. By retaining and redirecting this vital energy, seniors may find themselves with more stamina, better sleep, and improved energy levels during the day. Imagine being able to go on long walks, spend quality time with grandchildren, or engage in hobbies without feeling easily drained. This conserved energy can also support the immune system, allowing seniors to better resist common illnesses that often affect older adults. While modern science may explain some of these benefits in terms of hormones, neurotransmitters, and improved discipline, the experiential reality for many men practicing semen retention is a greater sense of vitality and resilience. Another powerful advantage of semen retention for senior citizens is its impact on mental clarity and emotional stability. Aging often brings not only physical challenges but also mental fog, forgetfulness, and sometimes feelings of depression or lack of motivation. By practicing retention, many men report feeling more focused, centered, and emotionally balanced. This mental clarity allows seniors to remain active participants in their communities, to keep learning, and to maintain sharper memories. Emotional stability is equally important, or regret over past choices. Instead of worrying excessively about the future or the limitations of aging, when a man feels mentally strong, he is more likely to take on challenges, stay socially engaged, and maintain healthier relationships with his loved ones. Beyond the physical and mental benefits, semen retention has a profound effect on spiritual well-being, which becomes increasingly significant in senior years. Many older men begin reflecting deeply on life, purpose, and legacy, searching for a deeper sense of meaning. Retention supports this inner journey by channeling life energy upward, fostering feelings of inner peace, heightened awareness, and connection to something greater than oneself. Spiritual traditions across cultures from yoga and Taoism to ancient philosophies have long emphasized semen retention as a tool for spiritual growth and longevity. For senior citizens, this means entering their later years with not only greater health, but also a profound sense of fulfillment and alignment with their higher purpose. Instead of seeing aging as a decline, semen retention reframes it as a period of wisdom, reflection, and deep connection with one's inner self. This spiritual empowerment can bring joy, gratitude, and contentment in ways that material pursuits cannot. Semen retention can also inspire lifestyle improvements that benefit overall senior health. When a man commits to this practice, it often leads to other positive habits, like better nutrition, regular exercise, meditation, and improved sleep routines. These complementary habits further support heart health, joint flexibility, and overall longevity. Many seniors struggle with maintaining consistency in health practices. The ripple effect is powerful. Better energy leads to more movement. More movement supports stronger muscles and bones. And stronger bodies allow for greater independence in daily life. Independence is one of the most cherished values for seniors. And semen retention can help preserve it by keeping the body active and capable. Additionally, healthier routines help prevent common age-related issues like high blood pressure, diabetes, and obesity, giving seniors more freedom to enjoy life without being weighed down by chronic illness. Finally, semen retention empowers senior citizens to reclaim control over their lives and rewrite the narrative of aging. Instead of passively accepting physical decline or societal labels that seniors are past their prime, retention allows men to feel strong, energetic, and purposeful again. This renewed sense of masculinity is not about youthful indulgence, but about wisdom, strength, and mastery over one's body and mind. Seniors who practice retention often report feeling more respected, more confident, and more capable of guiding the younger generation with experience and authority. It becomes a practice not just for personal health, but also for leaving behind a meaningful legacy. By demonstrating discipline, vitality, and clarity in older years, senior men inspire others to live consciously and take better care of themselves. In this way, semen retention becomes more than just a health practice. It becomes a philosophy of life that helps seniors embrace aging with dignity, power, and grace. Before we conclude, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to drop your location in the comments. I'd love to know where you're rewatching from. And if you ever have any questions, join our Telegram channel where we interact directly and help each other grow. The link is in the description.